Welcome back to Chelsea News TV, and we're first going to be looking at the exit of Chelsea striker Olivier Giroud, and then we're going to be looking at the potential recruitment of former Blues man Romelu Lukaku. So first, Olivier Giroud's exit. Olivier Giroud has hinted he could still join AC Milan in the summer transfer window despite Chelsea extending his contract. Chelsea announced on Friday they have triggered a one-year extension of the Frenchman's contract in April, but Giroud could still leave Stamford Bridge this summer. Giroud's deal was originally set to expire on June 30, meaning he could leave the club as a free agent. The 34-year-old striker has been strongly linked with a move to AC Milan, who had reportedly offered him a 2-year deal worth £3 million per season plus bonuses. According to reports, Giroud has already begun looking for houses in the Italian city ahead of a move after the European Championships. Giroud will turn 35 in September and made just 14 starts across the entire 2020-21 season under Frank Lampard and Thomas Tuchel at Chelsea. The veteran striker still managed to score 11 goals, including 4 in a single game against Sevilla in the Champions League, but appears to have little chance of improving his game time next season. Chelsea are reportedly interested in signing a world-class striker this summer and have been linked with a move for Inter Milan's Romelu Lukaku and Tottenham's Harry Kane. Giroud nearly left the club in last year's transfer window and seems keen to head for the exit once again when the window opens for 12 weeks on Wednesday. I want to make it clear that Chelsea reactivated the clause in April, and they recently announced it to comply with the Premier League rules, he said on Sunday, when asked whether the extension had affected his desire to leave Chelsea. It's fair to remember that I liked Milan legends Marco van Basten and Andriy Shevchenko. Milan are a big club and one of the great teams in Europe, but today I will not talk about my future at the club because I'm focused on the France team and the Euros, which is fast approaching. Chelsea's decision to extend Giroud's contract appears to be a simple one to ensure they don't lose the striker on a free transfer next month. Milan are trying to negotiate down Chelsea's £24 million asking price for Fikayo Tomori, who spent the second half of the 2020-21 season on loan with the club. The Italian newspaper reported that Giroud's agents were working to try and calm the waters between Grand Roslavia due to speak with their Milan counterparts on Monday. So we may see Olivier Giroud still leaving Chelsea despite signing an extension, because he will not be getting any game time under Thomas Tuchel, as we have seen Thomas Tuchel has preferred the misfiring Timo Werner and Kai Havertz being deployed as a false nine, and the likes of Chelsea looking for a new striker in the summer, which we are going to be going on to right now. Inter Milan president Steven Zang has conceded the club must reduce costs and control risk in order to combat their financial difficulties this summer. Inter have been hit hard by the coronavirus pandemic and may be forced to sell some of their prized assets to balance the books. The Italian club sealed their first Serie A title in 11 years under Antonio Conte last season, but have been plunged into uncertainty in recent weeks. Conte decided to step down as manager following discussions with Zhang, which centered on the club's financial state. Inter, who are owned by Chinese company Suning, recorded a loss of £87 million in 2020 and have been seeking outside investment since November to plug a hole in their bottom line. Conte's exit has only heightened the speculation that Inter will have to sell players this summer, with Romelu Lukaku, Lautaro Martinez and Achraf Hakimi among those attracting interest from other clubs, especially the Blues. Inter reportedly need to raise £68 million this summer and have been negotiating with Paris Saint-Germain over the sale of Hakimi. Meanwhile, Chelsea are interested in signing Lukaku after the Belgian striker netted 30 goals in 44 appearances last season. Lukaku has publicly stated he intends on staying at Inter after talking to incoming manager Simon Inzaghi, but Chelsea will take confidence from Zhang's admission of Inter's perilous financial situation, while explaining why Conte decided to leave the club. From the first moment we took over Inter, we thought that Antonio Conte would be the best coach for our project, Zhang told Gazzetta dello Sport. 2 years ago, we finally managed to bring him to the Nerazzurri. And remain convinced that Conte is a winning coach. This is the reason that led us to invest so much in him and in the team in the last 2 years. Last summer, the pandemic has greatly affected our revenues, but we continued with him, focusing on the season, convinced that we could win. The decision was right, but now the bill brought by the pandemic is such that we cannot fail to review the situation by looking for savings and that lead to a future budget balance. We must reduce costs, control risks. This is obviously also influences the transfer market strategy. Our different views on the situation led to the separation. What wasn't fundamental for him was for the club and vice versa. Conte is a top coach, but as president, I have to think about the solidity of the club. By looking at the statement, we can see that Inter Milan's president is willing to give a few players to another clubs as they are in desperate need due to this financial crisis they are facing because of COVID-19. So we may see the likes of Romelu Lukaku at Stamford Bridge next season, scoring in 30 goals in 38 matches in the Premier League, as they need money for them to balance out the books with the financial crisis they are facing. So it's very likely that Romelu Lukaku, alongside Achraf Hakimi and Lautaro Martinez, we may see them in Stamford Bridge next season. So thank you for watching, and hope you like and subscribe for more content, and come on you Blues!